sisters, thank you for coming to join our lay Canossians in this wonderful celebration of 50 years of blessings. And welcome to you lay Canossians from Singapore. We have different groups in Singapore. Okay, congratulations on this 50th anniversary. Thank you to our lay Canossians from Malaysia, from Hong Kong. What you have not heard is also that we have lay Canossians in Myanmar, because if it is a half day, we're not sure whether we should bring them here. But I'm sure the sisters will, give them the news that lay Canossians in Singapore are celebrating your 50th anniversary. Then of late also, our sister Clara has been doing some formation work for lay people who wants to know our charism in China, Fujian. So even as lay groups, you are growing. So you can give yourself a pat on the back. I think when we celebrated our 120th anniversary last year, Sister Anne gave us the statistics that the lay Canossians in the world is even bigger than the Canossian sisters. So it is not so much the number of people, but the fact is that we can be proud, we can really thank God as we gather here on this 50th anniversary to thank Him for the gift of the charism to the lay in our world. And I'm sure Foundress is looking at us very happy, and Foundress will not want the credit or the glory for herself. Whatever we do, right? We do it for the glory of God. We are here, wherever we are here to make known so that Jesus is love. So we want to thank God for the gift of the charism to our foundress, pass on to us, her daughters, her sons, including the men who are members. And we continue to thank God. So as we gather here to celebrate this 50 years, and as Singaporean, we have a triple celebration, SG50, and then last night the resounding, although I think as religious, we don't say that we trust a lot our PAP ruling government. I think all of us rejoice that our government has been returned to power. And it's something that we take for granted. One of the Malaysians, I said that, you come at a time when we are having our election. And her question was, do you have all this cheating, electoral fraud? And I just realized that, when she asked that, I said, even that we take for granted. How blessed we are. So I think as Canossians, I hope that we are not among the complainers. Famous Singaporeans are famous complainers, but Canossians should not be in that group, alright? So then as we are gathered here also, we need also to, I was talking about the tree, right? So SG50, our election, and then of course the 50 of the lay Canossians, right? So we are here to recall our past. Sister Margaret later will share with you the growth of the lay Canossians here in Singapore. But of course, it is not a complete picture, because as I mentioned to you, there are so many groups that our lay people is helping to form. It's not it's just to give you an idea of what has happened in the past 50 years. And then as you gather here, last year when we celebrated our 120th anniversary, we had the theme, One Love, One Mission, One Canossian. Why one love? It is out of that love that that our founders have for the Lord that continues to spur our sisters on to bring this charism, this mission that has been entrusted to us to different parts of the world. So the mission has to be one. It's not every one of us having a separate mission. It is the one mission of love that all Canossians shares, whether we are religious or whether we are lay, right? And then the need really to move as one Canossian. We are many groups living our charism with different expressions, but we are one Canossian with that same spirit that's given to all of us. So you will find also, they had just Cecilia introduced the Canossian lay missionaries, and some of you were wondering who are they. Under the broad umbrella of the associations, okay, we have the lay Canossians, we have the Canossian lay missionaries, we have the oblates, those who are in the homes praying for the mission, for the sisters. We have the consecrated lay, those with the vows, right? We have the sodality of Our Lady of Sorrows, whom we call them Christian mothers or purple ladies. Okay? Any other groups?
Co-workers.
Huh?
Co-workers.
Co-workers. Well, the co-workers actually had moved, and many of them came under now the lay Canossians. So they are still the remnant of the co-workers. I was one of them. They are still working out there, right? Even if they have not been part of this group. But when I meet them, they say, I'm a co-worker. And they introduce themselves as such. So these are really the broad umbrella in Singapore that leave that one Canossian charism. So I commend to everyone, whether you're from Malaysia, Hong Kong, Myanmar, China, right? We have to live that one mission, one Canossian identity with our sisters, right? In union of hearts and in communion. So without much ado, I think the program will just evolve throughout the day. So as we gather here to thank the Lord for the blessings of this 50 years, right? Enjoying each other's company, knowing how big the family has grown, we thank God for the blessings of each one of us and those who are not able to join us. We have to reflect also, how do we want to move? Because if we are stuck with just the celebration and quite happy where we have come to without thinking of the future, then I think this celebration gets us nowhere. We makan, and after that, maybe we put on a few extra inches around the waist. But more than that, if there's nothing to look forward to, in the life of a lay Canossians, I think it would have been a wasted effort. So I would recommend that whether you are from Hong Kong or from Malaysia, as you come to celebrate with the Singapore group, it is also a time for reflection to say, how can we really move forward, living this charism, sharing it with others who want to know more about Jesus through the charism that has been given to St. Magdalene of Canossa. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thanks again, Sister, for this inspiring address. And now we welcome Sister